Here we're going to find the distance between two numbers. And then once we're done with that, we're going to learn what nearest neighbor decoding is. All right, when I find the distance between two numbers, I'm looking for what is different. Now you can do this side to side or one on top of the other. I have a tendency to be able to see it a lot easier when it's one on top of the other. So I'm going to rewrite this number underneath that number. So 1, 1, 0, 1, 1, 1, 1, 0. All right, so now I can look at this and say, okay, my first number is the same. My second number is not. That's different. My third number is the same. My fourth number is the same. This number is different. And then this number is different. Okay, but otherwise everything is the same. So because I have 1, 2, 3 of those differences, my distance is going to be 3. All right, so that's pretty easy. Now we're looking at a thing called the nearest neighbor, where we have all these different codes, and we essentially have a code that is incorrect. It has an error, and we're going to use the distance method to find the nearest neighbor. Now, what we're doing is we're looking for something that has a distance of 1. Once we see something with a distance of 1, we're going to capture that code as the corrected code. There may be times when there's more than one answer that will give you a distance of 1. That's totally fine, but what we're going to do is only take our first one. All right, so I'm going to look at this code 1, 0. In fact, let me write this out. 1, 0, 1, 0, 1, 1, 0. I'm going to take this and I'm going to move it up here above these numbers. And that'll make sense in a second. All right. So what I'm going to do is compare that number to all of these numbers that come down here. When I find something that has a distance of 1, I'm going to go ahead and stop. All right. So I'm going to get my red pen out. I'm looking to see where these match and they don't match. So that first one does not match. The third one does not match. The fifth and sixth one do not match. So I have a distance there. See, I have 4 slashes. My distance is 4. Okay. And then for my next one, my first one is different. And again, I'm looking at this, right? And comparing it to this. So these are my comparisons. My third one's different. My fourth one's different. Fifth one and last one. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. My distance is 5 there. Then I look at the next one. The first one is different. And the last one's different. So I have a distance of 2 there. Everything else is the same. The first, second, third, sixth, and seventh are different in this one. So I have a D of 5. And then 1, 0, 1, 0, 1, 1, 0. Here we go. I finally have a distance of 1. So this code right here is going to be my answer. So when I go down here, if you're given the code, which has an error, use the distance between two strings to find the correct code. That correct code is going to be 1000110. And that was using the nearest neighbor. All right, let's do one more example, and then we'll let you guys work on some practice. We have the code, and again, I'm going to write it here so that I can pull it up. 01100101. Pull this up above. Oops, it looks like I didn't erase this fully. Let me erase that. And then capture this again and move it over. All right, so there's my new number that I'm comparing. The first one, I have 4 that are different. Second one, boy, I have 5. This one, I have 2. This one, here we go. So this is going to be my new number. So 0, 1, 0, 0, 1, 0, 1. So do you see how the only thing that's different is that one? Everything else is the same. I have a distance of 1, so that's my corrected code. So 0, 1, 0, 0, 1, 0, 1. All right. And it's okay to, on the quizzes that I'm going to give you, I'm just going to go ahead and copy this table so that you can write in the code up above and then scratch it out. I hope that helps. And then from here, we're just going to look at your practice problems.